Hi guys, it is April from Getting Hookah With It. Today I am here to do my June favorites. I have beauty bits here. I have a book that blew my mind. This month I have a lot of podcast favorites and I've got some TV stuff, so let's get into it. So first I wanted to share with you a new favorite nail polish, and this is Sally Hansen's Miracle Gel in Orchiding Aside. I just really like it. I'm wearing it on my nails today. I don't know if you can see that, but it is like a purplish pink. It really is the color of an orchid and it's lovely. I found out about it from Emily Fox's beauty channel. She has a book channel and she has a beauty channel and I had to go and pick it up. I will say this isn't as long lasting as the Essie gel nail polish. That stuff is killer and it'll last on your nails for like 2 weeks before you have to like reapply. This lasts just a week, but it's worth it because it's so pretty. I've also really fallen in love with this Atelier Cologne in Iris Rebelle. This is such a me scent. It's got notes of iris, obviously, notes of like orange blossom, and there's also some sort of like wood in there as well. And I really enjoy it. It's such a nice fragrance for spring and summer. I'm trying to find like a summer scent and a winter scent, and I think I'm on my way to doing that, but I really love this one. So I picked this one up at Sephora the other day when I was at the mall. And then I've got 3 podcasts that I have to share with you. The first is called Let's Not Meet, and it's a bit of a, well, it's a scary podcast, and they're filled with like very tiny stories of people in real life who've had really scary experiences. So one example is a man was on a train and there was this kind of creepy guy near him, and then the train went through a tunnel and all of a sudden that creepy guy was sitting right next to him and he had his hand on, I think, his thigh or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was like gripping it like he was gonna hurt him, not in a sexual way. And although that would be scary as well, but really creepy stories. I really enjoy it. I've kind of moved on to other podcasts, but this was all I could listen to at the very beginning of June. Since then, we've got the new podcast from Katie from Life Between Words and then Molly from Molly Reads. They created a podcast called No Thanks, We're Booked. And it really is, I think it's like a podcast for booktubers. So if you are a booktuber, you've got to listen to this podcast. It's just 2 friends chatting about books and also life. Like, books always come into the mix, but it's not solely the main focus. Like, it really is just such a lovely little podcast, and you really do feel like you're hanging out with 2 friends, listening into their conversation. So I'm absolutely loving that. I have also been loving Mabel, which is another scary one. It's a bit more of a like performance podcast. And we follow a girl who is making these phone calls and voicemails essentially to a woman named Mabel. And Mabel's grandmother is being taken care of by this woman making these calls. And the voice messages get stranger and stranger, and it's definitely an odd podcast, but I really like it. There's some sort of haunting going on. I'm on season 2 now, and I think there are 3 seasons. I'm so happy that there are because I am hooked. I've also been quite hooked to TV lately. I have been loving the Handmaid season 2. This new season of The Handmaid's Tale is so good. It, you know, season 1 really follows the book to a T. Like, it was very, very good adaptation. But season 2 takes liberties, and they're doing it so wisely. I don't know if Margaret Atwood is advising them throughout the writing process or something, because it just fits so perfectly. There are such small, creepy details to this very odd world in which women are basically useless. They're thought to be useless, I should say. So we follow a handmaid, and a handmaid's purpose is solely to bring children into the world. And it's just, the second season is by far my favorite season. It's so good. I also binge watched The Staircase on Netflix. This is a really cool documentary series. I think there are something like 13 episodes, and it follows the case of Michael Peterson. So there was this woman, Michael Peterson's wife, who was found practically dead at the bottom of the stairs. Now, Michael Peterson said that she had a fall and she fell down the stairs, and he called 911 right away when he found her. And the police just don't believe that's so, and they believe that Michael Peterson killed his wife. And you watch Michael Peterson, like, I think he had a filmmaker come on to the case, like, very early on after he realized that he was a suspect. There's a filmmaker just documenting the whole experience of being questioned and what happens from there. So I'm not going to go into it, because I really hope that you guys go and watch that, because it was addictive to the point that Barry and I started watching it one night, and I think we got like 9 episodes in, and I was like, okay, you know, I've got to go to bed. It's 12 o'clock, I've got to go. And Barry was like really trying to convince me to stay up for the rest of the season. So I think I would have gone to bed at like 4 o'clock. I didn't do that. I don't think anything is really worth that, but it did kind of cross my mind a little bit. He nearly convinced me, but I just freaking loved that series. So addictive. Okay, and then the last one I have to share with you is a book that I just finished reading 2 days ago called I Am by Maggie O'Farrell. And this book really just got to me. This is about her 17 brushes with death. It's nonfiction. It's like a memoir. And Maggie O'Farrell lived this just wild life. Just so much happened to her. And these are specifically brushes with death that she experienced. Some of these brushes with death are very disturbing, where she's been attacked by random people. Those chapters are incredibly scary. She also had a childhood illness that was also nerve-wracking in a whole other way. But for me, my favorite part was her chapter about baby and bloodstream. It is about a miscarriage. And it's about a missed miscarriage. And I don't know many people who have had a missed miscarriage. Miscarriages generally are awful. I don't think one is better than the other. There are no winners in miscarriages. You officially belong to a club you never wanted to belong to, and you would do anything to get out of. But it's really nice when you see your experience in someone else, and Maggie O'Farrell wrote her experience of a missed miscarriage so well. And I want to read a little bit to you, because she got the thoughts that I had in my head. You have very strange thoughts when it's a missed miscarriage, because the baby is still inside you, but the baby has died. And You might not know it for a while. Like I had no idea for 3 weeks that my baby had died. And, you know, we were celebrating Christmas and everything. It's very strange. So when you find out that your baby is dead, you have very strange thoughts. And here is just a little sample. Are you still pregnant if the baby is dead? I'm asking myself this as I push my son in a swing. It is a cold day. I have dressed him in mittens, a hat, matching scarf, thick socks, wellies. He swoops towards me, then drops away towards me, away. A stream of whitened breath streaks from his mouth. Does it still count? There is a baby inside you, I say to myself, but it's dead. It's still in there. I imagine it clinging to the sides, those stretchy velvet walls by its fingertips, refusing to let go. I want it out more than anything. More than anything, I want it to stay. A woman slides a child older than mine into the swing next to us. She gives me a smile and I smile back. She straightens up and I see the distended curve of her belly, the way the clothes stretch and pull over it. 8 months gone easily, maybe nearer 9. In a month, she'll have a baby. It will be out of her and breathing. She stands on the opposite side of the swing, and it's only as she starts to push that I notice she has more children, twins, in a double buggy behind her. And when I see this, I am surrounded by children, all hers, I experience such a flash of hatred for her that I have to turn away ashamed. And I haven't actually shared that very much, that I experienced that, and I was so scared of myself because I have never thought hateful thoughts towards anyone, and especially someone who's pregnant. Like, I genuinely think a pregnant woman is like the most beautiful thing in the world. And so to have these thoughts, and it's really just your animalistic brain, your reptilian brain taking over, because in some twisted way you think you can kind of save your baby. It really screws with you. It screws with you so much. And the whole time that I was reading this, I just kept saying, yes, 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 that's totally how I felt. I just wanted to share that with you in case you are interested in what it feels like and what it can feel like. Everyone is different, but what I kind of experienced when I went through a miscarriage was so all here with baby and bloodstream. It was amazing. Okay. Those are my favorites. I'm sorry I talked a lot about Maggie O'Farrell's book, but you know, when someone just gets you and is able to put into words the thoughts and feelings that you've had and that are very strange to feel and think, and the whole experience of a miscarriage is really weird. So it was just so nice to say, oh my God, I felt that too. Me too. I think me too are like the two most healing words that we have. Okay, that's it. Let me know in the comments below, what were your favorite things from June, whether it was a book or a film or a TV series or whatever, a trip you took. I would love to know, and I will talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.